All right, give me a thumbs up because I can see most of you now if you can hear me and see me now. Okay, good. Awesome. Yay!
Eliza, it would be good if everybody except you muted their mic.
Yes, please. If everyone will mute yourself, that'll help the background. And I'm going to shut the other things down so that, yeah. All right, well, should we close the course room? Yes, go ahead and just close the course room, close the Collaborate. We'll record here and then I'll post that as a, I'll get that posted probably in an email or an announcement in case you want the recording of this. But yes, we'll just do it this way today. Sometimes when my internet is wonky, the Zoom doesn't it just doesn't take quite as much, so it works. So anyway, so we prayed in. My internet is still unstable. Well, we'll just stop the video and we'll keep going this way. What I was saying when I was realizing that you couldn't hear me is that what I would love to do is just get a hello from each of you. And I'd like to know your name and where you are, as far as like if you're in a ministry and what part of the country you're in. And I'd like one sentence, not a big paragraph, but one sentence on an aha that you've had out of the materials from last week. So I'll just call on, let's see, who do we have? There's still a lot of echo. I'm not sure what to do about that. So up in my top corner is somebody that looks like it says Gary, but it doesn't look like it's probably Gary. So who are you?
I'm Karen, and I finally got a password for this computer. This is where I'm staying. I'm house sitting, so I guess I'm Gary on the computer.
You're good. Welcome. And I'm glad you've had some internet challenges as I've had, so I'm glad that you're here tonight too.
Well, you're cutting in and out on me, and I'm probably cutting in and out on you too.
So far, I can hear you. So, where are you from? Where do you live? And an aha from last week's materials.
Oh boy. Well, I'm from Pennsylvania originally. I live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and right now I'm in Spokane, Washington. And I am trying to remember an aha just from the readings or what?
Sure. Just to really, because we weren't live last week, just to really throw an idea into our mix to get us started tonight.
Well, you know, we had our own little collaborate, and I really enjoyed that. We all got to chat and talk about our experiences and where we were. And I just really enjoyed that. That was my big takeaway, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's great. Awesome. All right. Tori. Is it Tori? Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yeah, hi. My name is Tori Smith. I'm currently in New Orleans, Louisiana. And I attend a Unity Church here, and I don't know if I didn't know there was a Collaborate last week, or else I would have joined for sure. But I guess that's my aha, is that I need to pay closer attention. But yeah, and I'm looking forward to learning more from you. And what you're doing with your career interests me, because that's something I've considered myself, what you're writing books and so forth. So awesome. That's all I have, and look forward to it.
Awesome. Great. Thanks. Janie.
Uh-oh, did you go, Jenny?
I actually said Janie, but why don't Janie now turned her video off and she's still unmuted. So Jenny, we'll go Jenny and then Janie.
Okie dokie. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Jenny, not Janie, Jenny. I work for Unity Village Chapel. I'm the director of operations. So I work for the chapel that's on the headquarters of Unity in Unity Village, Missouri. My aha was really just not to be so scared of the whole Christ thing. Because honestly, that word just kind of has a thing for me. I was raised Catholic, and it was very, and so when I heard of this class originally, just the thought of the whole Christ thing in general just felt really heavy and really deep, and just really, I don't know, it just seemed really almost kind of scary, which I guess is odd. But it's not. And now I'm learning more that word doesn't have the hardcore type of meaning that I'm used to. And so I guess my aha moment was just a little less terror. Is that fair?
A little less terror is a great place to start.
Okay, good.
My husband is Reverend Rob Robinson, who was there right before Aaron at Unity Village World headquarters at the chapel. So we know the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So give it to Aaron and the team.
I will. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks. All right. Now it's Janie, please, and then we'll go Kevin. Let me unmute you, Janie. Let me see if I can. Nope, you've muted your. There you are. There you are.
I had to take my mom before she passed. I was with her quite today. She waited.
All right, Janie, it's not working. So if you would type a hello in the chat for us, that would be great. Let's go with Kevin, and then Danny, and then Monique.
Who's talking? This is Janie.
Hi, Janie. We had you open. So you can say, I'm still getting an unstable internet, so I have to hugely apologize. So Janie, tell us about you.
It's really bad hard to understand what people are saying. The echo is hard. Anyways, I'm from Iowa, and we're having problems with our internet. We have negative 25 temperatures, and so it's having some issues with the internet. Anyways, I struggle with a covenant. That's really, I'm not quite sure what a human like me would make a covenant. And I read Charles and Myrtle's covenant, but I'm not quite sure how to word one for myself.
We'll be talking about that tonight, Janie. Hopefully we'll be talking about it. Otherwise, I'll record a video and post it if you can't hear me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And let's say Kevin. There
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it echoing?
So
yeah. That's the it's the headphones. If you have headphones, it'll fix the echo. Anyway, yeah, wonderful to hear from all of you. I thought if it keeps echoing like that, I'll be insane within 10 minutes. It's hard to listen to. But I did get most of what people were saying, and we had so much fun accidentally doing our Collaborate session last week, Jenny and I and Karen, and we had a really nice talk, and we kind of had a little class amongst ourselves anyway, and so that was really fun. And I just love unity, and I love the Christ, and I love learning more and more about this. So I'm really looking forward to a wonderful class and getting to know each one of you a little bit more. And I have been in class with several people here, so I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Danny.
Hello, everybody. I'm Danny Spears. I am in Canton, Georgia, just north of Atlanta. I am a licensed minister in Metropolitan Community Churches, and I've been a student of Unity for 3 to 4 years. I'm determining whether to be LUT or minister within Unity. When I'm able to attend church, I attend Unity North and Marietta, and I guest speak in area Unity churches. I'm fine with the concept of Christ within. I find it sometimes difficult to see the Christ in others when I watch the news. So I know it's there. It's just that I just struggle with it sometimes. And I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's great. I'm going to be part of our tours. We're winding up our tours in Atlanta, so perhaps you'll come find us. That'll be at the end of or beginning of March 3rd, I think. All right, Monique, please say hello to us.
Hello, my name is Monique Gonzalez. I attend Unity in Houston, and really excited to be in the class. I don't think I had an aha moment from last week, and just looking forward to learning more. This is my last class for the LUT program. I don't know what that noise is. It's annoying me also.
Yeah, we're having some tough connections, but thank you for being here. And we got a first class and a last class, both ends of the spectrum. So how great is that? All right, I'm going to try and turn my video on while I'm talking here for a few minutes. That was, yeah, major feedback. So anyway, excuse me. This week, we are covering a lot of pieces. I wanted to just touch base about last week. This week, we're talking about the covenants, as Janie mentioned, and wanted to start with a piece of Myrtle's quote that was at the beginning of the learning guide. And it says, you must direct your prayers up. Not up in the skies, but up into God consciousness. Then you will speedily dissolve the old error beliefs and their counterparts in the manifest world. I wanted to just point that out because I've been in a number of conversations relatively recently about the ideas of how Unity stands with directing our consciousness up. And I'm going to follow that up with a quote from Paul Selig. But when we go up, it's not up. We're not lifting our consciousness or our prayers up to a God up in the sky, right? It's not to an entity outside of ourselves, but to that which is our higher consciousness, that which we are part of, but is greater than us. Because there's a little muddy water for some of us. I'm going to take that video off again. Some muddy water between the idea of us being completely God and we're contained within ourselves at one end of the spectrum, and God totally outside of ourselves on the other end of the spectrum. So that meet point, right, that intersection point is the point of our humanity and our divinity, which is found in our sacred center, which I call our spiritual heart. It's the place of our Christ consciousness, our Christ potential, and the place of our connection with all that is. So I just wanted to speak into that, and I love how Myrtle says it there. One of my most favorite recent books is called it's called Word, I Am Word. It's by Paul Selig. His last name is S-E-L-I-G. Paul Selig, Word, I Am Word. It's actually a channeled material, but I find the material to be very, very fabulous. And he says this: once you understand that on a higher level, your frequency is one with your Creator, everything seems to change. Once you understand that the availability of this energy that we will call the Christ is available to you, to all, everything changes. once you understand that the sonship, your Son of God's self, is who you truly are, everything changes. If you are aware of this already on a minor level, you can get an understanding that the heavens are about to open to you. When you have an understanding that this is the time of the coming age of Christdom, everything changes. When you believe that you are one with the Christ, everything is changed. Next page. Now we will tell you very simply why you have come is to realize yourself as the Christ itself that you were intended to be. That's the mission of man. That's why we're here. And what that means to us might be varied, as we're still relatively new in this class. But what if it means that we are awakening? All of my work is about spiritual awakening to the truth of who we are, which is one with all that is. And that we do that by accessing that Christ self, which is already within us. It's not outside of us, and it's not something that we achieve. It's more something that we realize. And we realize that by raising our frequency, by raising our vibration. There's another place in Paul's work that I'll read more in a later course or in a later class, but it is basically about just simply lifting our awareness up to access that higher frequency. So if we know that we are spiritual beings, and we know that we are vibrational beings, and that most of our humanity were caught in what are called like lower level vibrations, or a density, or a material plane, and yet we're living, like if you know quantum physics at all, we're living as a particle, as a material, but we have access to the energy. So material, energy, particle, wave, humanity, right? Personality, self, and, oh, you're still not hearing very many. Okay. That's just, let's see, that's Gary, and Danny's out too. Okay. So here's what I want to do. Because this is really difficult, I'm going to go ahead and, how do we want to do this? Let me finish what I'm saying, and then what I'll do is we can just wrap it up because it's not working. I'll record 30-minute video or 25-minute video right now, and then I'll send it to you. And if this is my internet that's just wonky, you all can jump into the Collaborate and have some conversation about it, because I really wanted you to be in communication with each other, building relationship with each other. So what I want to just finish up by saying before I go do the recording is twofold. And one of that is that awakening to the raising our vibration. So I was going to say a little bit more about that. And then what I wanted to share is about the covenant. But I'm going to go ahead and just record it and post it. So give me a thumbs up. I can see some of you if that sounds like a good plan for tonight. All right, that sounds like a great plan. So stay tuned. Feel free if you'd like to jump into the Collaborate page, because if it's my problem, you should all be able to communicate. I'll do a quick recording and go post it over there I'll send it as an email to you out of the coursework. Sound good? All right, deeply apologize, and I'll see you real soon. All right.